It's okay to.
Good morning, everybody. This is Aquarius Maximus. Good morning, everybody. This is Aquarius Maximus. I just saw an article this morning that talks about Whole Foods being purchased by Amazon for, I believe, $13.7 billion. I wanted to use this as an example of showing how, using Cardology, we can see these things take place with businesses. Cardology isn't just for people or for, the daily energy. Businesses. Hold on, let me go ahead and stop this. Businesses, etc., they also have a card. They also have energy. They can also be tracked using Cardology. You can see the potential for a business, the potential for a business to be purchased, the potential for a business to expand. All of these things can be seen with the cards. And generally how I do it is I'll go and I'll look up the birthday for a business. And you can find the birthdays for businesses. For example, I'll go ahead and pull up their cards. I have Amazon up here, and Amazon's birthday is 7/5/1994. And I find their birthdays by generally just Googling the wikis. All of the wikis usually have the birthdays. If not, if I can't find the business birthday, I'll go by the name, because the name is also going to be synonymous of the energy of the creation of the business or the business itself. It's interesting because a lot of people don't know. I posted a meme probably about a couple years ago. It says it's from JP Morgan, I believe, that says billionaires use astrology. And people don't understand it. It's true. It's really true. They really do utilize astrologers. They really do utilize occult people. Ronald Reagan was one of the most infamous presidents for using astrology. That was introduced to him by his wife. And he used astrology in everything he did in relation to his operating. And this is what we do in Cardology. We look at the cards of businesses and et cetera, et cetera. So Amazon is a 10 of diamonds, and Whole Foods is a 4 of clubs, which is interesting, by the way, because I'm a 4 of clubs, and I was drawn to this story this morning, and that's the law of attraction. I was drawn to the story. I was looking at it, I said, oh, wow, I got to look at the cards. I have to see what is going on behind the scenes with this whole transaction that's going on. And lo and behold, look at Whole Foods. It's my card. So energetically, I'm connected to this. And interesting enough, if you look at Whole Foods Uranus, which is in this Uranus period, Uranus also represents technology. It also represents the internet. It represents social media. It has a Queen of Clubs here as a vertical card, and I'm a Queen of Clubs. So, and here I am talking about this transaction. It also has the King of Spades. Ultimately, this video may get, maybe viewed by somebody associated or maybe even somebody important. That's how you have to think when you're looking into Cardology and you're looking at the dynamics of it. So now we're talking about the purchase of Whole Foods by Amazon. Now you see Amazon has some beautiful cards. Amazon is a 10 of diamonds, which, by the way, I have a 10 of diamonds in Saturn right now. I hope I'm not going to be trying to order a lot of things on Amazon, because, that can get pretty expensive. But anyway, Amazon's a 10 of diamonds, 10 of hearts. So you can see why Amazon has grown to be the monster that it is. It has 2 very powerful cards. The 10 of hearts alongside the 10 of diamonds gives it more people power, gives it more, destined to grow amongst people and to be a leader and to be highly visible in the business world. So you have Amazon we're talking about the purchase of Whole Foods. And right now, Amazon is in its Neptune with the Queen of Diamonds. And that Queen of Diamonds is definitely, it's also displacing the Queen of Diamonds. And the environment is the Three of Diamonds. So kind of what we're talking about is investment and expansion. So this year, Amazon has been expanding, looking to expand its market and looking to investing. And this was probably like a behind the scenes secret deal because you have a Queen of Diamonds in Neptune. So nobody knew this was coming. I certainly didn't. Now that it's in this Neptune period, here it is. This information is being made, public. Now, Amazon also has an Eight of Diamonds Uranus this year with the Queen of Diamonds. So, it probably used some of its muscle in order to be able to obtain this deal, or use some of its, negotiation muscle, or whatever the case may be. But if you also look and you go back to the Jupiter, you see the Four of Clubs and the Nine of Hearts, or the Nine of Hearts and the Four of Clubs in Jupiter. So I think this was definitely talking about the deal. This is probably when the deal may have been sealed at the end of last year. It may have been already completed. Definitely something that they were very passionate about doing. And it's beneficial because look at it's fallen in Jupiter. So of course it's going to be beneficial to them. And now if you switch over to the Whole Foods card, you'll see that Whole Foods was displacing the Eight of Hearts, which gave it some degree of popularity and some success. Also has an Ace of Clubs Pluto, so they were looking into probably, developing a new plan or going into a new direction. But more importantly, the Ace of Clubs is associated with technology. So they were looking into how they could expand themselves in a technical direction, or online, or the internet, some type of, futuristic plan for Whole Foods. And as you can see, it had a King of Spades in Uranus, which means that whoever it is they were going to wind up hooking up with was going to be like the top of the top. They wanted to go as high as they could possibly go, the biggest, deal they could possibly do in terms of an online partnership. And they certainly did. They went with Amazon. But that King of Spades also says that they were going to have to really, really, really take a serious look at themselves and see what changes, or, what ways they could possibly be able to, make this successful and to acquire this deal. And as you see, they had a Ten of Diamonds in Mars. So they were very ambitious and going after this. This probably began as a plan. It began as a plan to say, hey, we need to do business with Amazon. What can we do to get this partnership? Because that Ten of Diamonds on Amazon falls under Mars, which indicates some sort of ambition, some sort of will. They willed this. They wanted this to happen. Not necessarily, I don't believe that Amazon just, there was some communication actually last year, because you have this Two of Diamonds. There was some communication, some meetings about it. But I firmly believe that Whole Foods was way more ambitious about getting this done than on the side of Amazon. I mean, Amazon acquires people, but Whole Foods is like, this is absolutely what we need to do. So you can see they're in their Uranus with the King of Spades and the Queen of Clubs. And the Queen of Clubs is the karma card to the Ten of Diamonds. So now they're announcing this merger and this partnership. So to see how this is going to do, I would do a composite, which is like a synastry relationship. And you could track how this relationship is going to turn out for the both of them. I mean, you could do a full reading on Whole Foods and see how this is going to play out for them. I was also peeking into their 7 years, and when I look into their 7-year cycle, lo and behold, they're displacing the Ten of Hearts, which is the planetary ruler. It's the moon for the Ten of Diamonds, or Amazon. So again, there is this tight connection between them during this time, making this relationship, even more bound to happen, so to speak. And if you look at the 7-year cycle, you'll see that they have a 3 of Hearts in Venus. So this is going to bring a lot of growth to them, more so in the areas of families and women, etc. It's definitely going to bring a lot of growth to them, a tremendous amount of quick growth. You also have an 8 of Diamonds coming up for 2017. In 2017 for their Mars year, which is indicative of financial power. Also indicative of transformation. They're going to transform the way they deal or the way they do their business. They have to switch over to an online audience. So there's going to be a lot of transformation. There's going to be a lot of change. This is going to be a new beginning, a new lifestyle for them. And you can also see that it's not going to be easy. There's a 7 of Spades here in Saturn. There are going to be some snags, along the way. Some challenges along the way. I could look at this whole spread for the 7 years and tell you, yeah, it may be very profitable. It may be great for financially, but there are going to be some challenges in which they're going to have to overcome. And there's probably some fear behind it. They probably are really like anticipating, what could go wrong, and how can they address that. And this also may represent the public. The public might not like that too much. Like the dedicated, the dedicated customers of Whole Foods, they may have an issue with this switching to online or merging with Amazon. They may have some difficulties with that, some things they don't like. It may be in the realms of delivery because you have an Ace of Diamonds vertical here, and that Ace of Diamonds has a 5 of Hearts Venus. So the issues that they may face is delivery issues. They might have to run into that. They may run into maintaining the freshness or having to solve the problem of how do you keep your food fresh, because Whole Foods deals with very fresh foods that don't have a lot of preservatives and chemicals, etc., etc. So they may have to develop some new methods, or they may have to look into addressing that. How are they going to maintain their high level of standard dealing with this medium? But at the end of the day, they have a Queen of Diamonds Uranus, so they're definitely going to come up with some new ideas. They're going to come up with some, new technology that's going to further their business and further their business processes. And they may even invest in other technologies that also help them be more successful online. They'll become a big player. Absolutely. It may take some time. I mean, they even have this Queen of Spades Jupiter, which indicates a lot of work that's going to be put into it, a lot of work involved. They have a 9 of Clubs vertical here. So I don't think it's going to be something that's just going to run totally smoothly for them. They are definitely going to have to address some issues and come up with some new solutions to some of the problems that they're going to face inevitably. So, this is pretty much how a business reading would be done, or this is just a little quick business reading, but this shows you how powerful a tool that the cards can be in determining the fate and the destiny of your business and the fate of your work. Not only is it important in regards to people in your life, but this is a very, very great tool for business. Thank you.